going to read of Tooter Pepperday. Chapter 5 You're Nothing Without Me. Next day, Mr. Pepperday sat down to his computer. He punched up the chapter book he was working on. Here is what appeared on the screen. Tooter Pepperday was a wonderful girl. She was kind and friendly and nice to everybody. She lived in Morgantown. She loved her home. She loved to play with her friends. And then her mean Aunt cruel. Parents took her away to a smelly old farm, and there was no McDonald's, and Tooter had to babysit an egg. Mr. Pepperday made a printout. He took it to his wife. She was sanding a bookcase in the dining room. Now Tooter has devoted my computer, he told her. Look at this. He showed her printout. She says we're mean and cruel. Mrs. Pepperday chuckled. All kids say that. It makes them feel better. I don't think she's feeling better at all, he said. I haven't seen her smile since we left Morgantown. I'm starting to feel guilty about moving. Don't feel guilty, said Mrs. Pepperday. That shows what she wants you to do. You know, Tooter, she's a scrap-pulter. That's all. She can't give up without a fight. Mr. Pepperday looked around. Where is she now? Ordering pizza. Pizza in the morning? She says it's been 3 days now. It's the longest she ever had to go without pizza. She couldn't wait another minute. Tooter stomped into the room. She slammed the book to the floor. I don't believe this. Believe that? What? Said Mr. Pepperday. Pizza place don't deal with our here. They said it's too far. We're in the middle of nowhere. She was passing back and forth, waving her arms ready. If I don't get some pizza pretty quick, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna croak. Mr. Pepperday took Tooter by both shoulders and sat her down. He studied her face. He exclaimed her fingernails. He poked through her hair. What? Said Tooter. Mr. Pepperday turned to his wife. He shook his head sadly. She's right. She's in the final stage of pizza pie shortage. She's may not last a day. Tooter pushed him away and got up. Funny, Dad. Mrs. Pepperday had a good laugh. She said, Did you do your chores, Toot? What chores? Said Tooter. The egg. Tooter started. That's so dumb. Who cares if the student eggs get turned every day? What a chicken turn every day? She glared at her parents. Huh? No answer. Tooter decided to show them how silly the whole thing was. She squatted down on the rug as if she were a hen. She cackled. Bang, bang. She raised up. She peeked under herself. Bang. Oh my goodness, I do believe it's time to turn my egg. Bang. If I don't turn it every day, it won't get on all sides. Bang. And then when little Johnny comes out, his honey will be fuzzy and his head will stay on the egg yolk. Bah! Mr. and Mrs. Pepperday rolled with laughter, and they weren't the only ones. Mr. Pepperday pointed at Tooter. She's laughing. Tooter stopped laughing at once. Mrs. Pepperday clapped. Traffic permits. She gave Tooter a hug. Now go do your chore. Tooter handed for the chicken. On the floor, in the corner, in a shoebox, on a pillowcase, the egg was basking in ashes below the light bulb. Its own private little son. This is dumb, Tooter whispered as she gave the egg a quarter turn. The light brown shell felt warm and perfectly smooth. Tooter stared at the egg. The more she stared, the more annoying she became. Who is this I think it was? Anyhow, just laying there while everybody else have to be its servant. Think you're a big jerk, don't you? She said. The egg did not answer. You're nothing without me, Tooter told it, and just to prove it, she put her hand between the light bulb and the egg. The egg was in shadow. Already, Tooter could feel it cooling down. She shaded the egg for 5 seconds, 10 seconds. She thought she might do it for an hour or 2. But soon the back of her hand became hot. She took it away. That's tissue whose buzz around here, she said. Don't you ever forget it. The egg did not answer. Tooter leaned down until her lips were almost touching the shell. Boo, she said. The egg was silent. Thank you.